Life of Chisom. In a beautiful yet a small village over the hills, there lived a beautiful family, the Okoros, who loved each other and had a great communication with one another. Mazi Okoro was married to his beautiful wife, Ineka, and they had four beautiful children, Chisom, Ekene, Chika, and Dubin. The Okoros weren't rich like most of the villagers. Mazi Okoro was a palm wine tapper, whereas his wife did small job for a living like helping the villagers weed the farm or harvest their crops, and she was either giving some of the harvest as a pay or giving money. The status of the family didn't matter to them. What mattered most was living in peace, harmony, and loving each other. Okoro and Inika taught their children to be content with whatever they had, saying, "What you have in your hand is gold." Due to lack of finance, they couldn't send all their children to school. The first two, being Chisom and Ekene, started school, while the rest stayed at home and did house chores. The plan was for Chisom and Ekene to get jobs, earn and support Chika and Dubem in school. When Chisom was done with her secondary school and took part in the final secondary school exams, she passed excellently well. The community was pleased and gave her a partial scholarship. She was so happy, she got motivated to achieve more, so she changed her mind to further her education to the university level since she has a scholarship to support her dreams. She had to talk to her parents about it because the family had to pay for the rest since it was a special scholarship, but they didn't have that kind of money. So Mazi Okoro quickly said to his daughter, "My daughter Chisom, it is okay to dream and want to be a nurse, but we don't have the money to send you to school." Chisom then told her parents that she was going to be working before it was time to go to the university, and whatsoever she gets will be split into two, one for her siblings' school, the other for hers, which her parents agreed to. Chisom took so much jobs at the time that she had to leave the house as early as 5:30 a.m. and return by 6 p.m. It wasn't easy on her, but she was steadfast on all jobs. She really wanted to be a nurse. Time passed and it was time to go to the university. Chisom got her things ready. Her mother packed so much farm products for her from what was given to her, and all her siblings gathered outside to bid farewell to her. Arriving at the university, she remembered all her parents told her and held on to their advice. She settled in, found out about all her lectures and how convenient they were because she wanted to work alongside studying. She had her classes mostly from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., giving her a few hours to work as a waitress. The pay wasn't great but could be managed considering the time she resumes each day. Life wasn't easy on Chiso. She barely had time to eat nor do anything. She had to plan each day to avoid making mistakes. She also had to send money home, no matter how little, to enable her siblings go to school. But she never gave up. She kept on with these and still made her papers. Chisom didn't return home after the first semester like others. She told herself that the city jobs paid better than what she earns in the village, so it was better to remain there and make more money before the break is over. When the other students arrived village after the semester, her parents were disturbed that other kids returned but she didn't. So they sent a letter to her trying to know her reasons for not returning and if she was okay. When she received the letter and foodstuff, she was happy that everyone was doing great and her brother passed his exams. She then responded to the letter saying that she had jobs doing and can't return till next semester. Her parents, on receiving the letter and going through it, felt bad and asked themselves if they have pushed her above her limit. They hope she returned the next time so they can tell her to stop the job. Chisom was okay with the current job because there was time for her to study after each day in the library. Chisom wanted to study ahead before the semester resumes to have a better understanding of most courses. This was the life of Chisom, going to school and trying to support her family back home. Her brother Ekene was done with school and also continued in university like his sister, but he studied engineering. Chisom encouraged him to face his dream and remain focused on what he wanted to be in life. Time passed and Chisom was almost done with nursing school. She was so excited she was finally visiting home once again. After school, she bought gifts for her parents and siblings and headed back home. On her way back, she felt a strange way in the bus. She quickly said a short prayer. Getting home, she noticed people were in their compound. Her father fell from the palm wine tree and couldn't move his body. When she saw him, she quickly ran to the nearest clinic and called for help. They had to rush Mr. Okoro to the hospital, but on his way there, he gave up. The family cried and mourned their father for weeks. They couldn't get over his death. Chisom was always saying he didn't get to see me as a graduate. Chisom kept on applying for jobs in different locations. While on it, she stayed back home and supported the family with the little money she still had on her, using the load on her mother. Her mother's elder brother, Uncle Edu, came one day to check up on them. Before leaving, he convinced Chisom's mother in getting Chisom married. He added if she does, she can take one of her siblings and train in school to reduce the stress on you. Her mother liked the idea immediately, so she spoke to Chisom about it, saying, "You know you have come of age to get married. What do you think about the idea of marriage?" She wasn't keen about it, but she told her mother she was going to think about it. Days passed and there wasn't any response from her. One day, Ekene sent a message across to her stating how he was struggling at school and can't continue to work. He had to focus on his studies, so he pleaded with her to help him with the fees for the meantime till he found a balance. That was when she knew that it was either she gets a job or gets married. So Chisom prayed about the situation and said, may she find someone that will love her dearly, allow her to work and also support her family, that this will bring so much joy to her. One beautiful afternoon, Imela came to ask for her hand in marriage. Imela was a rich trader from the city. Chisom agreed to his request. They got married and he took her to the city. Imela never forgot Chisom's family. He cared for them like his family and he loved his wife dearly. Chisom sent her application out to various facilities when she arrived the city, but when a particular hospital got back to her, she was already with a child. So Imela encouraged her to wait till after giving birth. Then she can resume her nursing duties again. She was happy that her prayers were answered and her family dignity was restored. Moral lesson: never give up in your dreams and always remember to